Hello, this is The Way of Fairness. My name is Stephen Childs. What I'm hearing now is the devil left. The devil failed again. Um, what does that mean exactly? I'm not sure. I think it's symbolic that the forces of unfairness versus the forces of fairness, unfairness lost. So it's like a figurehead, a representative of team, we can do people wrong, and then there's the other team is no one can do anyone wrong. It's not allowed. We all count the same. So that's the team that's winning because the devil failed to win. Again, this has been happening repeatedly. Um, Another thing I'm hearing is that they said telepathically to me, this would be from the team that's with the devil, the team that's not fair. And we could change the word for devil. We could call it God instead of devil, or Buck Rogers, or whatever. You see what I'm saying? It's the thing that we're defining as those that think they can get away with doing others wrong versus those that say we will stop you from doing us wrong. Because we all know you have to force the narcissist to stop doing you wrong or they won't. They enjoy doing you wrong. They were done wrong, and it's like a habitual repeating pattern of children being done wrong and learning how to enjoy doing others wrong. This doesn't have any particular skin color or type of hair. So they're telling me the unfair thought upon me was that because of what I'm doing, now my son is nothing at all. See, this is an attempt to control me, or just a statement of communication to see my response to that statement, to see how I would react. My immediate reaction, thought-wise only, this is at the level of thought only, everything is actually nothing at all. So you're really not saying anything. And the reply was, don't say that, don't think that. And I'm seeing how immature the level of this other mind is at this point. Whether it's really that way or playing a role, I don't know which. But it's not wise to try to direct what other people think and feel. That's a sign of, an aspect of poor psychological boundaries. That what other people think and feel is affecting you emotionally, and you can't allow them to think and feel whatever they want to think and feel, or whatever they do think and feel, whether they want to or not. It's like sometimes people get angry. They don't want to be angry. They might not be angry for very long until they think it through. But somebody will say, don't be angry, or don't be angry at me. Why not? Are you like more powerful than us? We're not supposed to dislike what you're doing to us because you have more power? Well, see, this is where it leads to. Who has the most power? Whoever has the most power wins the war. It's a war. It's a mind war. It's not violence. We don't have any weapons other than thoughts. And the extraterrestrials that I have faith in can actually end humans' lives if they choose to. They can stop someone from ending my life if they choose to. They could cause a gun to misfire, or a bullet to stop in mid-flight and fall to the floor like on the Matrix. I'm quite certain they can I have faith that they can do that if they choose to. I met a friend years ago that told me his experience. I believe he was telling me what he really thought he experienced, and maybe he did really experience this. He was going to kill himself with a shotgun, and he wanted to make himself suffer, and so he shot himself through the side rather than killing himself instantly with the head or whatever, or the heart. So it was below the heart level. See, I'm starting to wonder, how could you do that with a shotgun? Maybe it was in front of him, in front of his stomach or something. Okay, let's just go with what I was understanding. He pulls the trigger. He thought something happened and then nothing happened. He looks down and there's a hole in his coat. And there's no hole through his body. There's a hole through both sides of the coat. And so I have faith that extraterrestrials, if that did really happen, they changed things around, backed up time or whatever. I don't know how they would do it. But they wanted him to know that there was an intervention. And I think he was devoted to a fence post. His higher power was a fence post. At least it was initially. And then, I don't know who he's praying to at the time he's pulling the trigger. I don't know. Might have been the devil. It might have been Jesus. I have no idea. So, there's like people that are playing this racket on me, and they will say, "Don't bug me," as if they're talking to their child. But they're talking to me. I can feel it. They're talking to the child also. And then when I get close to the child says, "Damn you," to me. So the child is learning that from his parent, from his father. And this does not have skin color. Keep track of it and see what I mean. One time it'll be somebody that's white. Another time it'll be somebody that's black. Another time it'll be somebody that's brown. Another time it'll be somebody that's red. Another time it'll be somebody that's yellow. That's all of us. And that doesn't mean that's exactly what we are. There are only so many physical traits of human beings. And there's no other physical traits of human beings. It can be any one of those physical traits. Keep track and see. So, there's like this team that wants to get away with doing others wrong. My own son was in this team. And he's like, "Look, you got to stop us. People get away with being unfair every day and they die and nothing happens. Well, I have faith the extraterrestrials punish them after they die. And then people say, well, nothing's going to happen to me until I die, so I'm going to keep getting away with doing people wrong and they can stop me when I die. No, it's going to happen before you die. If you're doing people wrong, the extraterrestrials will punish you, and you might wish you were dead. They can make your life really miserable, really fast. And if I get hit in the head and it's not my fault, then I ask them to punish the person that's at fault. If I am at fault, then I'm wondering, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to change? How am I being unfair to other people? So my default when I wake up in the morning is I'm protecting everyone. So I know what to do. I wake up and I start protecting everybody and helping everyone. And if I don't do this, I have a horrible attitude. I hate life, and I can be in extreme misery really quick with just my tasks of the day. On the other hand, I can consciously know what happens if I don't stop that thinking, that negative thinking. I will be miserable from my own negative thinking. I can change it to positive thinking, optimistic thinking, that there's going to be some gift happen from the tasks I'm doing, and I'm protecting everyone. And if someone is doing me wrong, I don't handle it myself. The extraterrestrials handle it for me. So I don't have to get angry anymore. I can actually enjoy the thought of them punishing the person that's really doing me wrong in some severe way. It's like, what a wonderful thought to just visualize them getting hurt because they're doing something so wrong to me. And maybe they direct me in some way, and it's like in a place, in a reality that is somehow different than this one, so nobody knows, I don't get caught, and they want me to whip the person that's chained to the wall that was doing me wrong. And they tell me, whip him one time or something. And so I tell the person, they told me to do it, because I hear that from the people that do me wrong. They tell me, I was told to do it. I'm told to do it too. So it's much simpler to agree to not do other people wrong, so you're forgiven and honored, and we don't care about your past. We're not going to say anything in secret. Or continue to try to get away with doing people wrong and watch what kind of misery reality puts you into. It's like clockwork. It's like a clock that doesn't miss a second. It's like going to happen. When the time's right for that to happen, it happens. And you created it. You started the ball rolling to bring the punishment upon yourself. I brought punishment on myself. I learned from the school of hard knocks too. So, like with rape, something that's really serious, a serious crime, people are very traumatized by being raped. Now, the people that have been raped and have been extremely traumatized and can't get justice for it with the system, because they don't have the power, they lack the power to put justice upon, punishment upon the person that raped them. So, if we could get the people that are raping others and harming other people to stop doing it, and they're forgiven and they're not prosecuted, but they can't ever do that to anyone again. So we actually stop the rapes from happening, the violent rapes from happening anymore. And I think that the people that were raped would choose that, so that it doesn't happen to someone else, rather than have no way to stop them, because the system we have doesn't stop them. Is this making sense? I'm hoping I am explaining this so that you can understand what I'm saying. It's like when I think of it, it chokes me up. It's like I'm the victim of the rape, emotionally. So stop doing me wrong and you're forgiven. If you don't stop doing me wrong, you might experience punishment. You would wish you were dead. And every person on the planet can say exactly what I'm saying. Stop doing us wrong. We will enjoy seeing your demise if you don't stop doing us wrong. There's no punishment and no prosecution if you'll agree to stop doing us wrong. This is not the law of the land. This is the law of fairness. This is the Church of Stephen Childs, faith-based atheism. Or if you don't want to call it a church, it's just a group of people that have learned a way to stop others from doing them wrong. Everybody's invited. Is it a party or what? Have a great day.